Howdy, Michael, a Mercedes guy here, and we're working on a 123 bodied car, and we're going to remove the steering wheel. So the first thing you do is grab the dash pad and peel it off. And if you look at the dash pad, you can see that it has a seal around it that kind of fits in here, but the main thing that holds it on is the center, because that has a lip. And so once you got your dash pad off, there's two styles. There's the style that has an Allen-headed screw, which is 81 and later, and the earlier ones have a 1 1/16 inch nut. So now if you have an impact wrench, it's ideal. If not, then what you want to use is, if you have a helper to hold the wheel, that works lots of times, or you can use a bar to keep the wheel from turning. Important, do not use the steering lock of the ignition switch to hold the wheel, because you can break the ignition switch lock. So you want to release that lock with the key and then put a bar in here. My special made bar. And there we go, broke it loose. Now if it's really tight, you need to get an impact wrench on there, and it needs to be a 1/2 inch drive impact wrench, or you won't have much success. So once you get the nut off, you can just yank the wheel right off. For reassembly, you want to put it back on the same place. I forgot something. You want to actually look at where this mark, and there's a little slot that's chiseled in there with yellow paint. And that should also coincide with the mark in here. If you don't have a mark in there, this is before you pull the wheel off, you need to take a scribe and scribe a mark right where it's lined up with that mark in the shaft. And as you can see, somebody has already marked it. So for reassembly, you want to put it on the very same place, and then the horn pad, you simply just mash it on. There you go. Now, one thing, if you notice that as you're going down the road and the steering wheel is off a little bit, when you're going absolutely straight, you can actually adjust it by putting it in the next notch over, or 2 notches. If you have to adjust it more than that, you should actually adjust the tie rods.